One of the new features of the framework, it's an awesome little feature, is the integration of the SoundCloud MP3 Player. Now, if you don't know what SoundCloud is, it's basically a free streaming audio service, and you can upload your own music or audio as well. Sign up is free. To be quite honest, I don't know where they make their money. Um, but in any case, we've gone and put the SoundCloud MP3 Player within the framework. And you can add some music to your website now, a little bit of ambiance, or if you have your own audio tracks as well, it can stream that. So for example, you may have a sales website and you want to have a little sales pitch, or perhaps you have your church and you want to have sermons. These are some pretty good uses here. So what I'm going to do here is go to our framework page. You'll see that on the general tab now we have a SoundCloud MP3 player, and there is the general settings, which are set to off, which means it's not on any page. Enabled globally, which means by default it's on every page, or enabled by page, which means it's off, but you can enable it page by page. So say you went and set up some pages, and you set up the SoundCloud MP3 player on a page-by-page basis, and you realize, you know what, I got to take those MP3s offline for whatever reason. Maybe we're refreshing our system. You can turn it off, and it'll disable it across the entire site. So what we're going to do is we're going to do enabled page by page, and then we're going to go grab ourselves a playlist URL. So back to the SoundCloud website, and you can click sign up. I'm going to just sign in because I've already signed up with an account. Once you sign in, you can create yourself playlists that include different audio tracks. And now there's everything from classical to rock to, you just about name it. There's also non-music related audio as well. And you can click the explore button and find out more. I had created an example playlist here with one song in it, but you can also just individually put a single song. So I'm just going to click this share button and copy this URL here, head back to my framework, and just paste it in there. And that's as easy as, all you have to do to get the song or playlist playing right there. I'm going to leave it set to the audio play set to off and hit save. So if we were to go back to our home page and we reload the page, nothing is going to display down here because we've enabled it on a page-by-page basis, but on the home page settings we haven't actually turned it on yet. This can be helpful for if you just want audio on one or two pages rather than the entire site. And one of the tricky things is when you have an MP3 player, regardless of which technology you're using, because a web page is a single document, when you shift from, say, your home page to your contact page, you're switching between documents. And if you have an MP3 player on both of them, when you switch to the new document, the track starts again from the beginning. It's just how it works. And unless we've got I guess theoretically there could be a situation where an MP3 player is created so that it can read a cookie and know exactly the last second of the last track and then pick up there after it's rebuffered. But we don't really have that solution available. The solution that SoundCloud provides is a little button in the bottom right corner where you can open up a window, a separate window. It's kind of like a pop-up where the MP3 player plays, so that you can navigate throughout the entire site and still have the music playing in the background. The trouble with this is if you have the autoplay turned on. If you have the autoplay turned on, and say you had it set globally as on, and every page had an MP3 player on it, then not only would the window in the background be playing music, but every time you go to a new page, there would be the MP3 player there as well. Probably not the desired effect. So instead, if you plan on possibly people opening up your MP3 player to play while they're browsing the entire site, you probably don't want to have the autoplay turned on. Okay. So why don't we go and turn on the MP3 player? So let's go back to the framework, Click on Pages, All Pages. We're going to go and enable this on the home page only. All right, so let's go and hit. All right, so as you've probably noticed before, all of the page-specific properties are just down below here. And you're going to notice this new section called Audio here. So just like on the global setting, there's whether or not it's enabled or not. Using the site default means that whatever you set as the global setting will apply to this page, whether you change when you change the global setting. If your global setting is set to off, obviously it won't play. If the global setting is set by page and you have this set to use site default, it will not play. But if you have it set to globally, then it will play. You can also set the MP3 player to explicitly off or explicitly on. And so on a page-by-page basis, this is what we want to do and what we want to select when the page is when the player is on. Playlist we don't need to specify because it's already specified globally, but if we wanted a different one on this page, then we could specify it here. Autoplay, we're going to leave it as the site default. Update your page and save. And once it's done here, we're going to go back to the home page. All right, and we're going to reload the page. And once the page loads, after the entire page is loaded, we're going to notice a little MP3 player just slide up from the bottom. There we go, and it starts the music if we hit the play, unless we had the autoplay turned on. And there we go. I don't know if you're catching the music in the background there, but it's working just fine. This is the button here to open up your MP3 player in a new window. Again, to hit play here. And as I've said earlier, you can have as many songs in your playlist or audio tracks in your playlist as you like. It looks like this is the stats for it. It's been played 37 times, 1 comment, 1 like. You can even share it. And apart from this is all there really is to configuring the playlist. One other demonstration I want to do is making the track different on a page-by-page basis. Let's go and change. Grab this URL here. Go back. So what we heard there was an audio track from, I believe it was the Truman movie. Hit update. And this one is from American Tail. I think it was an animated movie from the 90s. We're going to go back to the home page, and once we reload, because we've overridden the playlist selection on the home page, it's now going to use the new audio track. And there we go. That's the new Somewhere Out There and American Tail. All right. So that's all there is to updating the MP3 player. I hope you enjoy this awesome new feature.